to kick your butt.
What kind of butchery is this?
This is my dream, you puppet, and I'm not afraid of you. So take your baggage, get out.
You'll regret this. You'll all regret this. I'll get my dice. I'll get you.
The word you're looking for isn't dice, Your Majesty. It's die! The dread I've been feeling, it's gone. I don't know. Something's still missing. But Dicey, I know we're moving in the right direction. Whoa! It's not like anything I've seen before. Ah! Oh no! No! Okay, I don't think they spotted us. This doesn't look right, but it's gotta be the place. The Grand Gate to Sixtopia. Huh? What? What happened here? I don't understand. Is this really it? Maybe this is like a fake Sixtopia, meant to confuse invaders or something? I don't believe this! Sixtopia is supposed to be this whole wondrous place that grown-ups have been telling us about since the day we were born! And it's fake? It's all a lie? What is going on? None of this makes sense.
Oh, Stu! What mischief have you gotten yourself into this time? It's classic Stu. Now, Annabelle, we use our polite words around others, remember? Good morning, lovelies! Good morning, Charles. Why don't you look handsome today? Oh, heck, I'm just the same old man I always was, but bless your heart for lying, lovelies. Oh, you're here too, Albert.
Hey, ugly. I'm a big, stupid cardboard person, and I'm Charles's least favorite because I'm a mean, stupid idiot who falls apart all the time.
Yes, Albert. We're all familiar with your whole deal.
Excuse me, Charles?
We've been here for 60 years. You ought to know what's going on by now.
Yeah, what gives?
Though, of course, not much actually does go on here. You stand around and I fix you when you fall apart. Easy.
Easy peasy.
Cutouts? Why, that's a fine way to refer to yourself. Don't be rude. Besides, would a cardboard cutout start talking to me 5 years into my job here? It would not. And since you lovelies have been talking to me every day since, let's just say I know you're all more than what you seem. Even if Albert here keeps losing his head over this.
Huh, you love it.
Of course you are, obviously. You're all real here.
Oh, what do you mean I'm not real?
Oh, now look what you've done. You've hurt Bedelia's feelings. There, Bedelia.
Oh, she says mean things.
I know. I'm gonna talk to her about it, okay? But you're real. We're all real here.
No, we're real. If we were fake, could my head fall off all the time?
Oh, no. Don't you dare, Albert. I've had enough of that for today by far. Alone? Ha! I'm surrounded by friends here. There's Bedelia, Claude 2, Snugglebuns, 8-Ball, Big Tony, Little Tony, Average Tony, the hated Albert. Boingy Woingy, Peanut Butter and Jam, they're twins. Don, Donner, Donist, Don Ultimate, Don Penultimate, Don Ultra Penult, Don... Well, I don't need to tell you their names. We've all been here forever. You don't talk like the others, do you?
She sure doesn't.
Should we be suspicious, Charles? I'm very suspicious.
No, it's okay. It's fine to be curious, lovelies. My earliest memory.
It's when my head first fell off 40 years ago.
No, it's when me and Patacakes got married 50 years ago.
No. It was when I was young. Just a child, really. The nanny came for me in that chariot that walked like a spider. She dropped me here, told me my only task in life was to take care of these props. She said my fate was never to be anything more than a forgotten janitor. And then she disappeared, and she never came back. But all I've done for every day of my life since then was live here alone, so profoundly alone, surrounded only by these parodies of life, mocking me every hour of every day with their ageless faces and painted on smiles, and I... Oh, so I thought. But then 5 years into it, y'all started talking to me, and you've never stopped since.
And now you're an old man surrounded by friends who'll never die.
I sure am, lovelies. Ain't that a blessing? Why, I must be the luckiest guy in the whole world. Woohoo! Not ever.
They pass through sometimes.
That hardly counts.
They go to the tower.
Look, I don't want to talk about it.
Nanny's chariot passes through on its way to the tower. The children get quieter and quieter as the chariot moves away.
Then we never hear them again. Oh, how I could visit them in the tower. What quiet fun they must be having. Then she's playing up in the tower all day long. How lucky.
Wait. Why would the Queen want the nanny to take one of us cardboard cutouts?
It's never happened before. Maybe she isn't really a cardboard cutout like us.
No, she is. She's just lost her mind, that's all. I'm humoring her, see? Tell me about your sister, lovely. Huh? Now, lovely, I learned long ago it's best not to make promises to yourself you can't keep. Now, where have I heard that name before? Oh, yes! Odd! The Queen graced us with her presence not too long past, and she had a girl with her. Odd, she called her. She wore a white mask, I remember.
She looked strange.
Strangely happy, yes, as are we all. They didn't have time to acknowledge any of us, of course. She's very busy, but they went out that way, right through there. Well, I won't stop you, cardboard lady. But hey, say hi to the Queen for me. Remind her I'm here. I'm still here.
It's horrible. Like glassy is made out of, I don't know, spare. Don't get it on you, buddy. This must be it. The tower. What's inside there, Dicey? I can just feel it. She has to be. We've come so far, haven't we? But I still don't know for sure what you want me to do.
Your house of cards will never fall down when you've built it with Manny's help. Cards on the table. This is a bit outside my normal rounds, and not at all what I was expecting. But now you're here, and Manidex is playing a sympathy card. You've got to buy something, mate. Please? Oh, Manny doesn't try to understand the world. All I understand is cards. And I understand now that perhaps you're looking to trade. You never know who's listening, mate. Now, let's trade and forget all about any treasonous thoughts, eh?
Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. It's the sudden stop at the end that I'm worried about, Dicey. I feel it too, Dicey. You get close to it, and it's like every bone in your body is warning you to keep away. The goo almost looks like it's living, or used to be alive.
I've got cars to trade. Don't you want to follow suit? I know you do.
Seymour! Is he... You're alive!
Oh, is that you even? I was just resting my eyes.
Seymour, your eyes.
They didn't even make it about a number. They just took all three.
I'm gonna get you out of here.
No, even you can't. There's too many. You'll never be able to. What are you doing? Run! You're even tougher than I knew, even. Nanny Fortuna happened to me, I'm afraid. She caught me in Forberg, captured me, tried to get me to talk about you, but I didn't tell them anything even. Told them my name was Seymour, not Talkmore. That's when she started taking my eyes. But what about you, even? I thought you were going home. What made you change your mind? Realized what? Nicely said, my friend. The Queen, she's more powerful than you think. And from what I've overheard, your sister has changed. She won't be what you expect. Oh, I'm sorry, even about all of this. We adults messed up the world, and somehow it's been left to you to fix. A child sent to face off against the most twisted and dangerous being in random, and it's not right. I'm sorry I can't stop you, even. And I'm sorry I can't help. There is. Whatever's happened to your sister, I don't think it's gone all the way yet. Just be careful. There's nothing I can do to help you now, especially given my current condition. Oh, thank you. Now, all we have to do is survive Nanny and the Queen and her minions, and we'll fix everything. Let's go. Hey, whoa.
Seymour, you're in no condition to fight. You need to rest.
I can't let you do it alone.
I'm not alone. Seymour, when this is all over, there will always be a place for you in one town.
I'd like that, even.
A long time ago in Random, dice were everywhere and used to decide everything. Wondering what to wear, what to create, who to become. Any question, as long as it could be answered with a number, could be found by the spark of magic contained within the dice. And the king and queen of Random were, well, decent to good. Life was wild. Life was free. Life was random. When they were ready, or when they were brave enough, the most courageous in Random would embark on a great adventure, making their way to the Valley of the Dice. There, in that sacred place, they would choose the dice that they would carry with them for the rest of their lives. Although some would whisper that the choice wasn't fully theirs to make. Life was insane and beautiful, a glorious mess. Those who wielded dice would challenge each other in grand board game tournaments to win favor from the king or queen, or even just each other. The rules were wild and capricious, the games even more so. And everyone in Random loved them, and the dice wielders themselves, with all their heart. But no game lasts forever, and there came a day when some of Random's grandest champions found themselves hungering greedily for challenges more deadly than had ever been encountered before, and with rewards commensurate with their risk. And their demands were soon met by new and darker games, whose stakes were as dangerous as could be imagined. But defeat comes even to the gifted, and its unfamiliarity leads to wounds even deeper than those experienced by most. Powered by a mysterious darkness, the games grew too savage, with risks beyond anyone's control. And the day came when catastrophe would be postponed no longer. a new queen rose to power, and, knowing what the games had become, took action. In a voice tinged with rage, she decreed that all dice be forever destroyed. Using the power of her dark, six-sided companion, called the One True Dice, she attacked any of her citizens foolish enough to protest, and thus began the No Dice War. The Queen proved an effective general, and the war soon turned in her favor. Any remaining dice wielders who would not give up their companions were forced into exile, or worse. The Valley of the Dice hid itself from the Queen in fog, with its inhabitants and their power all but forgotten. Only the Queen's dark dice remained, all alone and all powerful. In her victory, the Queen fractured the world into 6 isolated fragments, one for each side of her one true dice. And there was a new rule imposed. Every child, upon reaching the age of 12, would roll her dice to see which district they'd move to. It was fair and just, the law of one dice instead of the chaos of many. But there was more to the story, a secret known only to a few. And the children who rolled up, the headmaster showed no mercy, and the black dice hung, pushed into endless slump. Cries echoed through rap. Their very dreams were stolen. No hope was found.
I'm supposed to find someone here. I don't know, Dicey. But I know they're here somewhere.
You'll never break the spirit of the rebellion. Never.
She was almost there. Almost there.
Freedom rules. You can imprison my body, but not my spirit.
One thing was certain. This isn't what happens next, you know. You are in the presence of the narrator of the Queen herself. Show some respect, child. The Queen desires control. More than that, she desires not to be controlled. She reached a point where she thought I was controlling her. You're smarter than you look, child. Yes, that is true. But I could not convince her of that fact. Stories take us places. All of us. Even narrators. And my place, it would seem, is in prison, where I can narrate only myself. I could narrate volumes to you, child. But, like I said, that is not what happens next. Suffice it to say that when she was younger, the Queen, then just a princess, she was happy. We were happy. There was such promise in her, a spark ineffable. Tragedy, something unexpected. She tried to stop it, but it is a tale long forgotten, and best left that way. Oh, I haven't helped you at all, child. All I've done is narrate some backstory. Your fate is out of my hands, and from what I can see, I'm relieved it's so. I don't need your failure on my conscience. One thing was certain. the story had taken a very dark turn. As days bled into months,
Queen
and then into years,
was right.
no one could say what would happen now, least of all me.
I did something wrong, whatever it was, and so I needed to be punished.
This was not what was supposed to happen.
All this for a little super juice. I'll tell you what happened. I was minding my business, and then Nanny Fortuna came, and I accidentally spilled some super juice on her. That's it. Right? And then she arrested me and brought me to the Queen. And then I maybe spilled some juice on her. Just a little. And then I tried to clean it up and kinda maybe spilled some more juice on her black dice and down her dress. That was 2 lifetime sentences extra right there. Pockets, mostly. Cheeks, too. Built into hidden reservoirs in me top, too. Something wrung out of my hair. I'm a juicy boy. I'm not going to apologize for that. Anyway, that's my story. Remember me, my only regret is that I ceaselessly spilled so much super juice on authoritarian state figures.
Hail, kind soul, and well met. I'm a lost traveler from a distant land. I seem to have taken a wrong turn on my quest and lost my adventurer's cap. You haven't seen it, have you? No? Oh, Cedric would know just what to say right now. Hail, kind soul.
One thing was certain.
I'm a lost traveler
The story
from a
had
distant
taken a
land.
very dark turn.
Even's narrator was so close, she just had to keep looking. Some part of Even knew her
This
narrator
was
was
not
close.
what was supposed
It was
to
a
happen.
feeling that went beyond words.
As days bled into months, and then into years, no one could say what would happen now, least of all
Even and her
me.
narrator were almost reunited. She was so close. She was so Ah, there you are, my friend. Thank you for the rescue. Now, I can get back to my job of narrating. The narrator said, narratively.
Weird. Yeah, it's you. There you are.
Whoa, wait. You can hear me? This is unprecedented. Oh, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Took the words right out of my mouth, little one. It was hard being alone. I felt like half a person, if that makes sense. It would be strange if you didn't. I am your narrator, after all. Oh, but it is nice to know when one's work is appreciated. But you can hear me now, and we should make the most of that while we can. One never knows how long it will be until the old authorities reassert themselves. We've got a quest to finish, my friend, and I stand ready to describe it if you stand ready to live it. Let's. Now then, where were we? Ah, yes. A girl, her dice, and her narrator were reunited at last. Behind them, the wreckage of all that had stood in their way. Ahead of them, the queen and her minions. Even squared her shoulders and strode forward toward her destiny. Oh, why, thank you.
You have to get me out of here. I'm a unicorn. A real live unicorn. I swear, I am a real unicorn. The Queen imprisoned me because I spread literal rainbows wherever I went, and they clashed with her aesthetic.